Hey, super late night update, but I don't know. Probably gonna be up all night. So, Ortex, a few hours ago, they did hear back from the S&P. You have to remember this is not an Ortex problem. Uh, Fintel reported the same. The NASDAQ reported the same. Like, the exchange. Yahoo Finance reported the same. And even the OCC, who is part of the options chain, reported the same 1.95 million. Okay, so let's stop blaming Ortex for this. If anything, like I said before, they're the ones who are helping to expose this fraud and corruption. They've put it all out on social media, hiding nothing. Has Gary Gensler or the SEC ever come ahead with addressing any of this shit? Can that slime ball even utter the words naked shorts? If they said that, would they turn to dust? So anyways, they heard back. It's confirmed the float is going from 195 to 322. Another 270,000 shares. 30% increase, really, when you think about it. Fuck all. Do you know what their SI has increased from when I started posting? Based on the new numbers, over 70%. When I started posting, it was 145% SI. But that was under the assumption that the float was 1.95 million. If you convert everything, like if you backtrack, that would mean that the float was actually 322, and that SI would have only been around 70%. So right now they have 4.29 million shares short on us. Okay, 4.29 million shares over 3.22 float get you 132. I don't have my calculator open. I believe it said 132% SI. Okay, so they went from 70% SI to 132%. 140 would have been straight up a 100% increase. They've doubled down on their short position here. And SI just keeps going up and up and up. We see the share price fluctuate a ton. $6, $9, $6, $7, $13, $11, $9, $13, $18, $9. So we're getting into this massive fluctuation zone. If everyone perceives this news as well as I am, I think we're on the right track. If people react poorly, come on, you have to understand, this should be priced in. We just took a 50% haircut on this news. The float went up 30%, but we took a 50% haircut during the squeeze, blowing up options. Like this, if you don't understand that this has to have been like basically predicated and hidden. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. There's no way. How do you pull the rug over the eyes of the NASDAQ, for fuck's sakes? Like, forget about Ortex and the OCC. How did they not know these numbers? How is retail, people like me, people like John Wick, how are we bringing this to their attention? And they're like the ones responsible for this. Like, I can submit my orders through the NASDAQ. They're the fucking market maker. They're paying the cost to borrow. Sorry, the cost to borrow isn't a mystery, okay? You can call your broker and find that out. I've already said it. Mine charges 862%. Ortex shows as high as 1,050, but the average being 900. Some dude earlier said, well, my My broker charges 25 cents per share. That worked out to 971 annualized cost to borrow. So 971%, 862%. This is what they're paying. They're paying $1 million to keep that down on us. Now is the time to squeeze these guys. Get in, squeeze, make them pay, make them cover. They can't hold this. Their only hope is to scare us out of the play. Okay? I've already got my buy orders set back in. I needed to hear some confirmation, some news to re-up my position. I've been holding 4,000 shares now, non-stop, since the start, that I haven't touched. So, I'm fully confident. Now more than ever, I've got bots all up in my channel. Word seems to be spreading like wildfire. YouTubers I've never even heard of are covering Redbox. Some rich kid who fucking got his account up there within the last year, I guess he scalped us. But he made $330K scalping us. And, you know, fuck that guy. But on the same token, people are going to say, you made how much doing what with what stock? And, you know, any news is good news, right? Any exposure is good exposure, as the saying goes. But more eyes. How many people do you think entered on Friday and on Monday? Had to have been at least 5,000 or 10,000 people. If the free float is 3.22 million, and now it's been confirmed by S&P, okay? 3.22 million, right? 100,000 people need 322 shares. And we own the whole float. Or 3.2 million people need 1 share. But I'd rather go with 322 shares between 100,000 people. So, 100,000 people, 322 shares, guaranteed to own that float. Like, let's fucking squeeze these guys and let's get paid. They pull this crap way too often. This is gonna be your indicator if we are ever gonna see any other squeezes again, because I don't know of any squeeze play in the last few years that's had even a float of only 3.22 million. If you can't squeeze that, retail's done. We're dead. This is the test. This is going to set the bar.